almost over, so check out the following events. This weekend, aboard the Concha del Mar, the latest specialty appreciation event highlights shooters. So get out there and show off your range. And in the city, make your way to the rec, because all games played will be worth double XP. Next weekend, if you're on the cruise ship, gear up for vacation days. Earn a win on all 6 ports, and you'll earn the top prize.
The city lights shine on Lake Ontario. We're coming to you live. We're just about ready for tip-off. But first, let's hear from the sideline. Allie, it's all yours.
BA, the Raptors are just happy to be back playing in...
Yeah, these terrific fans miss them too, Allie. Thanks. And Smitty, tonight's game features 2 outstanding front courts. What makes for an effective big tandem, you think?
I think the best combos complement each other's talents. Also, they play off one another. On offense, one can go inside.
Changes here for the Raptors. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Boucher comes in for Anunoby. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Trent. Barnes against Porter. Pass to Mikhailuk. And that one's long. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Here's Clutch. Oh, they need this. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, they have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Toronto trailing. Here's Mikhailuk. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wow.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Clutch. The shot no good. And Toronto
Bro.
they beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
On top of that, they've been getting the three-pointer to fall tonight as well.
Here's Clutch. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Inside, Mikhailuk. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Here's Clutch. Oh, no good! Unable to win this run.
Come on, you can.
Unable to sustain any kind of consistency. Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme. You know, Jonathan Kuminga has a terrific build for NBA action. He's got height and a 7-foot wingspan, combined with a lot of quickness and athleticism.
A minute 35 left in the first quarter of the game. To the paint. Here's Mikhailuk. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
Yeah, wow, bro.
He's got 3 assists tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Well, Graham, where you really see Kuminga put his physical gifts to use is on defense.
That's right. He sticks to his man like glue and also has a great nose for the boards. He was collecting a very respectable amount of rebounds down there in the G League.
Barnes, no good. The Warriors trailing. Here's Clutch. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. Here's Looney. And he hits it to tie the game.
Good effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
Outside Barnes. 32 seconds left in the first quarter here. And the basket by Mikhailo.
Oh my
One miss in his
god.
first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Pass to Clutch. 20 seconds left in the first.
Ah, baby.
Jay.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the basket by Mikhailo. He's got 13.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
And the Warriors call time here. Here's Clutch.
Oh, he just got
Ah!
was close. Now he doesn't panic in these situations.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a- And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got Chris Boucher, also Barnes out there. Thaddeus Young out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
Thanks, guys. Well, Selection their last time out against the Celtics gave them an edge. He had 15 points and was on point from deep. He gives them a real weapon coming off the bench. We'll see if he can match that up for tonight. Guys,
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Yes, he was.
Come on, bro.
Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
Down low. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Once he gets to the rim, it's very automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Clutch. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer, VanVleet. Here's Young. And so he draws the foul.
Oh my god.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line for Toronto.
No good on the free throw.
Bruh.
Long-time veteran Thaddeus Young has changed this game. He's becoming more of a point forward, and he has thrived in that role.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hayden's checked in.
Bruh.
Yeah, no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And Smitty, as you alluded to, the passing numbers for Young have really climbed.
They are starting to use him in a lot of those short roll sets. He has great chemistry with his guards. It could be a brand new version of how Thaddeus Young is going to play going forward.
Here's Clutch. 12 points for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him.
Wow.
He's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the middle. And Young slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
That's the Clutch. To halt the run. Rebound by the
Oh
Raptors.
my god.
Trying to shoot his way out of it might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And the basket by Boucher.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And the Warriors call time here. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Barnes.
I'll go.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Warriors. Van Vliet, the pass to Young. The open shot by Van Vliet, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. Van Vliet's got a second bucket of the night.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Clutch. He's got 15. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. To the inside, Boucher. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Boucher's got 6 points in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Kuminga. Outside Porter. Beyond the arc. Clutch's shot is off.
Oh
You
my.
have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The floater. Now here's Boucher. Here's Mikhailuk. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Hits the trifecta. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Here's Clutch. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Looking to win the run. Rebound by
Wow.
Boucher's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Boucher.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Clutch. And again, no good by Golden State.
Oh my.
You just can't
Oh.
find a consistent way to score. And this team could certainly use it.
Van Vliet misses.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Clutch. He's got 15. Wide open look. Good work there as it goes. 17 points in the game. Toronto's gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. Inside, here's Young. And he lays it up and in.
The court awareness from Fred, he knows angles so well.
And the Warriors shooting around 44%. Not bad. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Give him 20.
He's got a solid rhythm going from the perimeter. 3 triples in the first quarter, and now 3 more since.
Oh yeah, elbow.
3-pointer, Van Vliet. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Yeah,
Given his
bro.
range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Clutch. Anunoby covering. Back to Porter. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Anunoby against Porter. No good with a layup. From deep 3-point range. Clutch's shot is off. Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. Off target with the 3.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to Wiseman. Over Anunoby. No good there.
Oh my
And Toronto
God,
has
bro.
the biggest lead of the game, 15 points. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition. Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And Toronto calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, but
So it's Toronto, up 19 points as the quarter
Number
comes to
seven.
get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it changes here for the Raptors. Boucher's checked in for Trent, and it's Young in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Looney. Pass to Clutch. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a good coach?
well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an off-season change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in that season, it could be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Andre Iguodala. Otto Porter is out there with Kevon Looney. Then it's Moody.
Oh
And it's
my
Clutch.
God.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And Iggy demonstrated his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Going my way.
On defense, the Warriors. Brooks from outside. Drops in the three. Brooks has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from downtown here in the fourth. Fires the three. And again, no good by
Oh
Golden
my.
State.
Wow.
Toronto 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. And the Raptors, another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Warriors shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Pass to Moody. Outside Porter. Here's Clutch. Just 5 on the clock to stop the run. And Young pulls it down.
Wow.
Young's got 8 rebounds in the game. Brooks outside to the paint. Tipped. Here's Looney. Pass to Moody. Here's Clutch. Guarded by Young. Here's Clutch. That three's off the mark.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considered he's hit none since.
Over to the wing. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today.
Yeah, it really did. But you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Clutch's shot is off.
Oh my God.
Self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
And again, Toronto no good.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
low. It's picked off.
Wow.
Here's Flynn. He's guarded by Porter. And they pick up 2.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And the Warriors shooting just 38% for this game so far. Right side, Porter. Pass to Clutch. Trying to get back on track.
Oh my God, bro.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Flynn's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Here's Clutch. Pass to Porter. Well, Grant, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think
Wow.
this play has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game. And players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
Here's Clutch from behind the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Young's got 9 rebounds now.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Back to Flynn. Uses the glass on the layup. Flynn's got 11 in the second half.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Clutch. Pass to Porter. Here's Clutch. They need this. And it's Watanabe with a rebound.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
6 to shoot. The 3 is up. And the basket by Mikhailu. He's got 24.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Wow.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Pass to Flynn. And without the crowds to start last season, easier to hear some of the trash talk. Smitty, when you played, did you occasionally resort to a little smack talking yourself?
No, BA, I didn't call it trash talking. I call it just talking. Getting yourself pumped up for the game and trying to get to your opponent's head. I would have loved to be able to do it without fans in the gym.
From deep, the long distance 3 is buried.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, in a great win for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Fred VanVleet.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Pass to Watanabe. Over Moody. Watanabe can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Now a timeout called by Golden State. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And it's been a performance that every point guard strives for. Orchestrating, facilitating, keeping everyone involved, creating easy buckets. As a teammate, you love playing with a leader like this.
Well, after losing a couple in a row, it's always great to see someone like him up the ante like this. He was the main reason why they got this victory. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to fall. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate
Good ball.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.
All right, pick it up.
I never go good.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
First off, we need to wish all of the fathers out there happy Father's Day. We're hoping that you are able to take a break today and enjoy some NBA 2K.
You know, Alexis, I'm enjoying NBA 2K. You'll never guess who I played with.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know. Tell us.
So I hopped in a random party, and it was actually a father-son combo that plays every night, getting W's on the game.
Every night? That's crazy.
Yeah, so once they realized it was me, and it was a legit LG2K, not a fraud. Don't...
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brett Baird, our Sacramento starting five. We've got Lyles, Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Fox. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Barnes at the three for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay, is going
And for the Kings,
each other very well.
Always fun to see in these kind of matchups, Kevin, if a coaching staff on either side decides to throw a wrench in the works and play a player or a combination of players that the other team is not expecting. Like you said,
Wow.
they know each other very well, but who will execute tonight, they'll get the win.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
If you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And the Warriors miss again.
You know, on the glass so far, it had
What?
Mitchell looking it over. To the inside. Intercepted. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Clutch. Fires the three. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game. But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
Here's Lamb. Here's Meadow. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Medu's got 5 points so far.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here now the Kings. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Lamb, and foul on the shot.
Oh my God, bro.
For Sacramento, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
2 shots.
First one falls for. And Land drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Curry passes to Clutch. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's Sacramento ending the first quarter with a massive 16
Bro.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just
Yeah, bro.
Just a great job, really, of making the game.
Right
A
now.
little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they picked. We've got Clutch, Iguodala out there at quarter. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Looney in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, 7'1", 250 plus pounds. He's just so good at pushing through contact, is Alex Len.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in their last time out against the Raptors put forth a big effort. He picked up 26 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. And his contributions off the bench were huge. He was a real spark plug. Kevin, let's see if he can do it again.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
Oh my God, bro.
Recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Warriors trail by 16. Curry passes to Iguodala. Here's Porter. That falls nice that time for Andre Iguodala.
Playing with high activity there. Porter makes a real impact that he feels included in the offense.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Yeah, violent.
You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers. And offense doesn't have to run to the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry passes to Clutch. Takes a three. It's good from long range. Clutch has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Mitchell kicks to left. He dishes it to Lamb. Drills the three-pointer. Lamb's got 7.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Robbins. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
outside Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. For 3, Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. At one point, they led by 16. Inside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Assisted.
And it's 9 points for Jeremy Lamb.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
How about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry, strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
Mitchell passes to Lamb. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Pass to Holiday. Baseline J on the way. Not gonna go that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, they really screwed out close in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Lamb dishes to Lamb. Stripped away. Here's Clutch. 26 points for him last game against Toronto. Curry passes to Clutch. A 3-ball. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Passes it to Mitchell. Offline with his 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And a breakdown. And so it's Sacramento in control with a 9-point lead.
Wow.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, for the Warriors, Porter's checked in for Draymond Green. Moody comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Payton's checked in for Thompson. And it's Clutch in for Stephen Curry. Then for the Kings, Tatu's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Mitchell in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And you gotta respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group. And that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit
For Stephen Curry.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
On the floor for Sacramento, Harrison Barnes is out there with Medu. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Fox in at the 1. Jones kicks to Jackson. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses.
And the long reach of Wiseman using it so well to just alter that shot on the way up.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Total control, operating flawlessly. flawlessly, and the other just reaching for it.
I need
And
you.
number 5.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. There's fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan.
All right, figure it out.
I got the power.
Microphone check, 1, 2, mic check up. Still back there. All this in my brain, I got the rank, I got the blessing. Take some extras out the replace of it ain't no pressure. You're my kinky, I'm with Didi and Vanessa. Top notch.
Yeah. 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 Become
Game last night.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Jacob. Wow. Move out of my way. Wow.